I'm Lucas. Just kidding, I'm Jordan. And this will be my first fanfic podcast. So, yeah, sorry if it's bad or whatever. I've only tested the mic a few times and it's quite loud, so you might want to turn it down. We're reading books off Wattpad. This is gonna be a little short because it's my first time. And I'm gonna be giving a little spoilers. In case you don't like this is a top Draco and a bottom Harry. The ships are Pansy and Hermione, Blaze and Ron, and then Draco and Harry. Those are like the main ones, so if you're triggered by that, please don't read. This is called Your Love by Kai Jaspers. If you want their @ so that you can read this yourself, it is Kai_drarry_top Draco_. I'll put it here, right there. Copy it. Done? Okay, and I'm just gonna read the author's note, and then we will start. The author's note is, in this Drarry book, Jenny's mean, but no hate on her. Aw. She has a crush on Harry. Harry's told her that she is gay. Harry has an eating disorder, so you've been warned. Some chapters are really short. If any of you were hesitant about the LGBTQ or please get off. We do not want any hate. I am bisexual myself. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys right now, but for some reason, even though I'm part of the LGBTQ and I think it's so fun, I love it. I think everyone should support being gay and all that. Every time I say the word, I feel a little weird. Gay. But yeah. Your Love, Drarry fanfic. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Draco Malfoy. Harry's point of view. The war had just started, and things had gotten better. In the Wizarding world, that is. Harry's home with the Dursleys, not so much. Dudley got off my back for a little bit. But then everything got back to normal. I didn't save the world. They put me back in the room under the staircase. It was a lot smaller now that I was older. But what could I do? I was not allowed to use magic, now that they had changed the rules to being 20 and up. The Dursleys didn't feed me much, and that made me get an eating disorder. Not a very bad one, though. I couldn't eat food every day, and I usually could only have 1 or 2 meals. I just got on the train and walked down the halls of it, till I found Hermione and Ron. "Harry, I've missed you," Hermione said in a happy voice. She hugged me softly, and then backed up. "How's it been, mate?" Ron asked in an upright voice. "All right, I guess." I can sense Hermione's eyes on me, and I take a small look over, and she looks worried. "So the Dursleys gave you no troubles?" Ron asked, in a worried tone. I could tell he didn't know what was happening, but from the look Hermione was doing, he knew what to say. "Yep," I replied in a happy voice, and smiled. "Okay," Hermione said, not very convinced. We find an empty compartment to sit in, and we put our stuff away. Jenny also joined us, and I could sense her staring at me. "So, Harry, how have you been?" Jenny had interrupted Ron as he was telling me about his summer. "Fine. I guess my summer was quite boring. I guess," I replied, almost annoyed. I had found out I'm gay and told her, but she still wouldn't leave me alone. I continued on listening to Ron while Jenny tried talking to me, but I ignored her. A blonde boy meets my eye, and I knew who it is. "Malfoy," I muttered. "What, mate?" Ron asks. Ron asks, but Malfoy walks in, cutting him off. Our hours meet. Potter? He had looked me in the eyes as he said it. It was scary almost. Draco had gotten taller than me over the summer, and stronger looking. I was only 2 inches shorter and seemed to have around the same muscle, but his were slightly bigger. His hair was not slicked back, making his hair soft and fluffy looking. I always had a thing for Malfoy, but it was only in 6th year I noticed it. Malfoy? I said, almost sweetly back. Jenny had an angry face on, while Ron and Hermione were confused. Can we talk? He seemed sweeter than normal. Sure, Malfoy, I said quietly and smiled. He walked out of the compartment and into an empty one, and I followed. Do you need something, Malfoy? I asked in a confused tone. I don't know if you know, but since we're going back there, not a lot of room for all the houses from the 8th year, so they're going to share a room, he said. He seemed to be talking to me normally. Usually it's mean attitude or something, but no, it was normal. I only nodded. Well, Slytherins and Gryffindors are paired up, Draco said. We're gonna kill each other, I say, almost worried. But I remember, we're just kids, and I calmed down. So, I asked, we're sharing a dorm. I go in shock almost. What? End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. The Train Ride. Harry's point of view. Dorm mates? Us? I say, shocked and surprised. I just wanted you to prepare yourself, Potter. His voice sounded like he cared. It was nice. I walked towards the door. Thanks, Malfoy, I say in a sweet and quiet voice. Don't mention it. He went back to his mean, annoying him. If you want, Malfoy, you can come sit with us if you want. Before he can answer, I walk out and head back to where Hermione, Ron, and Jenny were. Harry, are you okay? Hermione asked, almost yelling. You could hear the worried tone in her voice. Mate! No spells were on you, right? Did he hex you? Ron said, as Hermione finished her question, in the same tone as her. Before I could speak, Jenny had to comment in. Harry, dear, I was so worried. In a slightly sarcastic and worried tone. I was going to say I was fine, and that Malfoy might even come sit with us. I say, frustrated with Jenny for making it sound like we were dating. But I pretended I'm not, and sound genuinely happy. I sit down and Jenny sits beside me, cuddling my arm, and I try and push her off. At that moment, Draco walks in and saw me struggling to get Jenny off. He sits right in between me and Jenny, and I give him a thank you look, and he nods back. What the hell, Malfoy? Let me cuddle Harry, she yells as Ron and Hermione notice and try to distract her by joining her into their conversation. And it worked. She stopped bugging me. And Draco. Thanks, Malfoy, I say quietly and slightly nervous. Me and Malfoy had never had a nice conversation before today. Thanks for inviting me, he replied, slowly drifting off. I thought you hated me. I mean, you didn't want to be my friend in 1st year, Draco said, breaking the silence. Never. I just didn't like how you treated my friends, I said, half asleep as I was slowly drifting off. I slowly fall asleep on Draco's shoulder, and Draco falls asleep, too, laying his head on mine. It was warm and smelled good. Really good. Like vanilla and apple. Ron's point of view. Look at them, Hermione. They're cuddling. So cute, Hermione says quietly, trying to make sure they don't wake them up. Well, I think it's gross. I want to be the one cuddling Harry. Jenny says angrily, with a slight whine. Jenny, you have to get over it. He doesn't like you anymore, Hermione said, in a rather sweet and calm voice. She did not want to get Jenny in a worse mood. That would not be helpful. After 2 hours, Draco woke up. Well, Harry sadly did not. Morning, Malfoy. How was your nap? Hermione asked with a smirk. Ron followed up with the same smirk and gave a quick, Yeah, Malfoy. How was your sleep? You could only slightly see Malfoy's brush when he saw he was asleep on him. The best, actually, Malfoy said, looking at them. Malfoy put his arms around Harry's waist, while the other arm was on Malfoy's leg. Jenny wanted to say some mean comment, but got interrupted by the announcements. We will be arriving at Hogwarts in 30 minutes. Please get all your stuff together, a male voice had said from the announcements. The announcements woke up Harry, who barely opened his eyes. Morning, Harry said, in a rather sleepy voice. Harry's point of view. I slowly wake up, not opening my eyes quite yet. Morning, I say, in a very sleepy voice. Morning, Potter. Malfoy whispers in my ear in a teasing tone of voice. Morning, Harry, Hermione says, and perks up with a smile. Morning, mate, Ron said as he goes through his stuff to make sure he has everything. Harry, my love, you're awake. I didn't have to look to know that was Jenny's annoying Jenny. I was still blushing from Malfoy's comment. I don't know why, but it gave me butterflies. I opened my eyes still on Malfoy and look. I opened my eyes still on Malfoy and look around the room. I look at Malfoy and realize I was still on him. I get up off his shoulder and slide over so slightly. So sorry, Malfoy, I say. You can hear the stutter in my voice. No problem, Potter. I get up and get my stuff together, and so does Malfoy. We arrive at Hogwarts. I skip the first year ceremony and go straight to me and Malfoy's room. This is gonna be 1 year. So I'm sorry for that last 2 chapters. This is doing a little quick break ad right now. Sorry for the last chapters. Sometimes I get the voices wrong because they don't say who it is before they say it. And I just get them confused sometimes. I'm so sorry. Okay. Chapter 3. Dorm Mates. Harry's point of view. I unpack and get my stuff together. There are 2 beds beside each other, one red and yellow, one green and silver. I want to take the green and silver bed. I always look good in green, and I have green eyes. I was supposed to be in a Slytherin, but chose Gryffindor. It was a shame, really, I thought to myself. I took the green one, knowing Malfoy would be mad, but I didn't care. I didn't care anymore. I felt happy. Closer to Malfoy, even if this would drift us apart. I fell asleep for what felt like seconds, but I knew it had only been half an hour. I looked over to see a tall blond boy standing by the door. It was obviously that I had just walked through the door. Right after I woke up. That's my bed, Potter. He seems mad, but by the tone of his voice he wasn't. But I want it. I look way better in green, I say with a slight whine in my voice. And why weren't you put in Slytherin, He says with a smirk. Because I didn't want to be. I mumble under my breath. What was that? He asks. Nothing, I say quickly. You sure? He says with a smirk. He starts to walk closer, and soon he got me pinned to the bed, my back against the backboard. Malfoy, I say quietly. Yes, Potter? He moves closer, our nose touching. What are you doing? I say, still whispering, this. And with that, Malfoy kisses me. Chapter 5. The Kiss. Draco Malfoy. I kiss him, slowly. Within less than a second, Potter kisses back. Harry Potter, the boy who lived, was kissing me back. I deepen the kiss. Harry's point of view. Malfoy, deepens the kiss, and I let out a small moan. And as soon as he heard it, he smirks and starts to kiss me harder. He moves down to my neck, and I moan louder. Just by the way he kissed my neck, you could tell he loved my sweet noises. Do it again, Potter, Draco whispered in my ear. I blush a bright red. He bites harder, trying to get me to moan. And I did. I moaned louder. And Draco seemed satisfied. But not satisfied enough. What's my name? He whispers in my ear. Again, I moan out a Draco Malfoy. He smirks and looks at me in pleasure. Good boy. I look away and turn red. Draco holds my face and kisses me. Later, we fall asleep together, Draco holding me close, and I snuggle to his chest. I wake up to him playing with my hair and kissing my forehead. Morning, Bunny, Draco says with a smile. I turn red. Don't call me that, I say, slightly embarrassed. I said good morning. He ruffles my hair as he says, morning, I mumble, just loud enough for him to understand. Thank you, he comments with a happy smile. I get up and say, I'm going to take a shower. Can I come? Can I join? Malfoy asks, knowing I'd turn red. I turn red and say, What? No! Draco only laughs. I walk off to the bathroom and get into the shower. I walk out of the room, a towel around my waist. I don't see Malfoy. Suddenly, I feel two arms around... Draco. Suddenly, I feel two arms wrap around me. It's the tall, blonde boy. He lays his chin on my head. You look good, love. But you would look better with the towel. But you will look better without the towel. And me. Wait, sorry. Oh, sorry. You look good, love. But you look better with the towel off and you on me. Draco states. Draco, quit it. I say, blushing red. Fine, Malfoy says. Later that day. Chapter 6. His smile. Harry's point of view. Harry was in class with Ron and Hermione, while Draco was with Pansy Blaze. Harry was talking to Ron, while Hermione tried to make them pay attention. Harry, who ignored Hermione, was still talking to Ron. Who was still talking to Ron, could feel Draco's eyes on him. Harry looked over and met eyes with Draco Malfoy. Draco gave him that small smile, that smile that beautiful smile. Harry loved the way Draco smiled. Harry smiled in return, and Draco turned red. Draco watched Harry a lot, so he saw him smile a lot. But not like this. Whenever Harry smiled at Draco, it was different. Draco's point of view. Harry had this sweet, amazing, lovely smile that only came out when he smiled at Draco. All of the time Harry smiled at him came back at the moment. Draco blushed and thought of Harry again. He was so cute and adorable. He always was, perfect looking. But I knew Harry had his scars and was screaming under it all. I wanted to ask Harry to tell me his worst scar, but I didn't want to upset him, even if it had only been a day of them getting along. Harry seemed to always get along with Draco, but Draco did not get along with Harry. Another thought about Harry's smile appeared. Draco pushed harder. "Draco!" Pansy said in a quiet yell. Draco fell out of his trance he was in and turned to Pansy. "Yes, Pans?" Draco asked. "It's time to go. Class is over," Blaze said, getting his up and putting his bag over his shoulder. "Yeah, now come on," Pansy added, starting to walk out with Blaze. Draco rushed to get his stuff and ran out after his friend. "What were you thinking about, Dry?" Pansy asked in a sweet voice. "Probably Harry," Draco said, with a kiss, making a kissy face. "Yes, I was. Me and Potter have already kissed." Draco said, frustrated. "Really? What was it like?" Pansy asked, excited for Draco. "He's a really good kisser. Really good," Draco said with a smile. "I bet. If he's good, his best friend Ron must be too," Blaze added. "And Hermione must be too," Pansy said. Harry's point of view. Me, Ron, and Hermione were walking the hall, since there was no class. We were in a good mood till Jenny showed up. "Harry!" Jenny yelled. "I missed you," she added. "Hey, Jenny." Harry had an annoyed tone and a mix of his meh, I don't care voice. "Hey, sis," Ron said, smiling. Hermione did the same. "Hey," Jenny said, right back. Draco was walking by with his friends, and he had an angry, jealous look on his face. When he saw Jenny hug me, wrapping her arms around my neck. "Jenny, please get off." I tried and pushed her off, but she wouldn't move. It got really uncomfortable. And there he was. It was like he teleported. Draco was in front of me, holding me close by my waist. Jenny was against a wall. I could tell what had happened. Draco had pushed Jenny to the wall. I hid my face in his chest and make a small "Thanks, Malfoy." I could feel Draco hold me tighter, not tight enough to hurt me. He was looking at Jenny, who was still at the wall, with Ron and Hermione helping her. It hit me. Why didn't Ron and Hermione help? "Want to go back to our dorm, Harry?" I just shake my head yes. His friends, Pansy and Blaze, came over. Pansy was comforting me, knowing I was very uncomfortable. Draco let go of me, and Pansy was now hugging me. Not like Jenny, though. It was more friendly than lovely. Draco and Blaze gave Jenny an eye, and then Blaze turned to Ron. His eyes softened. "Why didn't you help?" he asked in a soft tone. "Just a hug. I didn't think it was that uncomfortable." Ron looked at me after saying that he said sorry. Draco and Pansy were not happy. Even if Pansy liked Hermione, Hermione was smart. She should have known. "And you, Granger?" Her voice was more angry and a lot more angry. Her voice was more angry than Blaze, a lot more. I'm sorry, Harry." is all that came out. I nodded in response. Pansy is still hugging me. Harry, please help me up. I'm sorry. I just love you, Jenny said, out of breath. But I knew she wasn't. I have told you before, and I won't say it again. But maybe Ron could get it in your head. I knew this was all overrated, but Draco was pretty protective. I mean, we kissed once. It's only been a day of us getting along, and he's acting like my bodyguard. Not that I'm complaining. I like it. I feel safe. Pansy stopped hugging me. Draco was still looking mad, so I gave him a hug, and he smiled at me. And I smiled at him. Harry's point of view. What chapter are we on? One sec, what chapter are we on? We are on chapter... Why is it so hard to find out? Move. Come on. What chapter? Okay, one sec. Okay, we are on chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on chapter 6. Okay. Chapter 6. Not a real Gryffindor. Harry's point of view. Draco, Pansy, and Blaise took me up to mine and Draco's room. Draco had asked them to hang out, and of course Pansy said yes. I was really surprised on how nice Pansy and Blaise were being, but I didn't want to bring it up. Okay, is it just me? Pansy broke the silence. Draco was on the bed, and Drake was on my bed, and Pansy was on Draco's bed. And Blaise was sitting on the floor, back against my bed, and I was sitting in the front, and I was sitting in front of my bed, about to sit down on the end of it. His hair looked really good in green and silver, Pansy spoke. But Blaise looked at me for a second and then said, "Yeah." Draco pulled me on his lap and I blushed, but it quickly went away. "Yeah, it does," Draco added. "Why weren't you put in Slytherin?" Blaise asked. "Yeah, why weren't you? You definitely have the personality of Slytherin. You're complete opposite of a Gryffindor," Pansy added. "I don't know," I laughed nervously. "Yes, you do," Draco said in a surprised voice. "What? How did you know?" I said, shocked. "He did, but now he does," Pansy said, wide eyes. I did. "Tell us why," Blaise asked out of curiosity. There was silence for a while. Then, because I didn't want to be," I finally said. "What do you mean?" Pansy asked. Draco was now just listening. He doesn't know what to say. Blaise and Pansy were asking questions. I told the Sorting Hat I didn't want to be put in Slytherin, so they put me in Gryffindor. I sighed. "Oh? Well, you obviously chose wrong," Blaise says, and he rolls his eyes. Me, Draco, and Pansy laugh. "Maybe," I say, still laughing. I was happy we could joke about this. If I told Ron or Hermione, they would say that I made the right choice, and go off on how annoying the Slytherins were. It was actually annoying. Blaise and Pansy left, and it was just me and Draco. "You as a Slytherin. Sounds like a dream come true," Draco whispered in my ear. I felt a shiver up my spine, and I blushed. "Stay still," he whispered again. And with that, he kissed me. Kidding. And with that, he bit my neck. I let out a small moan. "Good boy, that's what I like to hear." Draco goes back to biting my neck. Dre, not now," I let out. with a moan in the back of my throat. "But I want to feel your body, Bunny," Jerry whispered. I go silent and blush. "Good boy. I only want to hear your soft moans," Dre said, pulling me closer and starts nibbling on my ear. I moaned softly. I can feel his smirk against my ear. "Dre," I moan. His name. He pins me to the bed and kisses me softly. His hands move up my shirt. I kiss back slowly. "No." He unbuttons my pants and slides them off my underwear, leaving my bottom half naked. He rubs at my cock. I moan as he kisses. He breaks the kiss and smirks, then starts biting my neck, this time leaving marks. He whispers in my ear, "This mark means I own you. I will do as I please. I will do as I please with your body, and all you can do in return is moan my name. Understood, buddy?" I moan. "Yes, sir," I say, blushing red from the words I just heard. Chapter 7. Harry's Secrets. There's a quick little story from the author, or note, so I'm just going to read that really quick. "Hey guys, sorry it took so long to write, but I was having a bad case of writer's block. Okay, thanks. Also trigger warning, mention of abuse." The next day, because I don't want all that stuff. Harry's point of view. I woke up to see Draco asleep. I got up off of him and started walking to the bathroom. "Where do you think you're going?" Draco said. I jumped. "Shower, Draco. I need to wash all the you off me," I said, teasing him. "If you wash all the me off you, then I will have to do it again," Draco said, wanting just to cuddle for a little. "Fine, but I need to hide my hickeys. That's gonna take a while. Then we have to go to class," I say back. "No, I want people to know you're mine," Draco snarled. "I want people to know I'm yours too, but I don't want the teachers to know that we were making out last night." "Okay, love," I say, trying to prove my point. Draco only rolls his eyes. I went into the bathroom and put some of Hermione's makeup on that she left here, on my hickey. I walk out of the bathroom to see Draco all dressed, except tie. Draco was tired. Too tired to figure out his tie, or just wanted my attention. "Need help, love?" I chuckled. "Yes, please." He gave up and left it to me. I tied his tie. We head to class. As soon as we walk in, all eyes quickly went on us. No, on me. I quickly sit down beside Hermione. She looks pale. "Why is everyone staring at me?" I asked, whisper, yelling. She didn't move. Ron came rushing over. "Warning of abuse. Warning of abuse. You have been warned. Please skip ahead to this time." "Mate, Jenny." He tries to catch his breath for a second. "She told everyone about the Dursleys, and he took another breath. Your scar that Umbridge gave you?" He finally gives out. "What?" I scream. Draco runs over to ask me if it was true. "Is it true?" he yells. I say silent. "Show me your hand and arms," he demands, but I refuse. "Show me now, Potter," he yells. I told Jenny that I started cutting myself back in third year, and she promised not to tell anyone. I didn't tell Ron or Hermione, just Jenny. "Why do you want to see your hands, mate?" Ron asked, scared of what I might say. "No reason," I say. Hermione looks at me in disbelief. "Show me your arms and hands." Draco got more angry and stern. It scared me. I handed him my hands and rolled up my sleeve. There were cuts and bruises, but mostly pain, suffering, and death. Cursing. Harry James Potter, what the fuck? Draco yelled. I'm sorry, I say, holding in tears. Sorry doesn't fix this, Harry, Hermione yelled, tears rolling down her face. Mate, you should have told us. We could have helped, Ron said calmly as tears fell. Ron pulled me into a hug, and Draco and Hermione looked shocked and angry. They were both thinking the same thing. Why are you hugging him? He's cutting himself. Don't reward him. But they were more shocked when I started screaming and crying hard and loud into his chest. This is exactly what I needed at this time. Draco and Hermione both softened, enjoyed our hug. The past couple of weeks were rough, but they helped me through it. Okay, this is a quick ad break. This is like really dramatic, so I'm glad this is like my first one, because like if it wasn't, I would be like so embarrassed. Honestly, I didn't think it would be like this weird, but you know, whatever. I'll probably be posting another one tomorrow, so yeah. Let's get back to the video. Weasleyettes. Chapter 8. Harry's point of view. After a week, everything died down, and I got calmer. But something wasn't right. Jenny hadn't come up to me in a while, or said anything. It was weird. I knew she was planning something. I was paranoid about it, but I didn't show it. What if she's trying to get dirt on me, and then tell the whole school? I thought. Harry! Harry! Hermione yelled, but I was too lost in my thoughts to notice. Bloody hell, mate! Ron yelled, taking me out of my trance. I asked, startled. You okay, Liv? Draco asked, worried. I'm just, I started, and then touched myself, knowing they didn't know what I'm talking about. Ugh, I sighed out. What's with you? Ron asked. Are you cutting yourself again? Show me your arms. Ron said, worried. No, it's not that, Ron. I'm fine. That department, I say with a sigh. It's Jenny. I finished. My sister? Are you still angry? Ron asked. He's worried. She's planning something. Hermione looked at me and sighed. It's just, she hasn't talked to us in a while, or bugged me. What is she up to? I say with frustration. You're just paranoid, Draco says, as he stands up. I'm going to find pans. Bye. With that, Draco left. It was only a few days after Jenny dropped the bomb. Attention, everyone, Jenny yelled in the great hall, as everyone was eating. She was standing in the middle of the Gryffindor table. All eyes went on her. She looked at me and winked. Oh no. It's all I could think. Harry James Potter was supposed to be a Slytherin. We all helped him save the world. A Slytherin. Ariane's eyes fell on me with disgust, hate, or empathy for me. Could start throwing food and things at me. It took me right back. Plugged my ears as tears ran down my face. I screamed like I was dying. All the kids looked concerned and confused. I stood up, calming down. I got on the table in front, and yelled out as loud as I thought I was going, and yelled so loud I thought I was going to die. I was a kid who was shoved in a broom closet. My entire life is a lie. If I didn't like it, I would be dead inside. You don't even know how hard it is. It is to live up to everyone's expectations. Then you know you can't. You try living with people who want you to die. I have made it through death. Why so many times? Jenny screamed back. You don't have to live by everyone's expectations anymore. So I don't have to fake to go to class, a fake smile, or watch all these people being happy and pretend to be happy too. Well, guess what, Jenny? If you're not happy, you die inside. As soon as people stop pretending, you can't stop. As soon as you start pretending, you can't stop. Tears run down my face. Life's hard when you're me, I say, not yelling anymore. Everyone was still looking at us, and I hated it. But I did cause a scene. Ron and Hermione walked me out of the great hall with everyone surprised at how I snapped. I stayed in my room for a few days, and Draco was getting worried. So was Ron and Hermione. I stopped coming to meals too. A whole month was horrible, horrifying. I just wanted it all to end. And I think, everyone, this is the, what's it called? Yeah, this is the last chapter of Horribleness. So, I'll be doing another one tomorrow that's not going to be cringe, and I'll probably take tips from this video, so the next one will probably be a little better. Yeah. Let's get on to the final chapter. Died down. Harry's point of view. I was up in my room, and I had still not come down since then. I heard something of someone. That's when I realized it was a group of people, and they were walking to me, my dorm. Harry, Hermione's voice was easy to tell. Are you okay? Hermione continued. Mate, you got to eat something. No one's talking about it anymore, Ron said, trying to cheer me up. I don't care, I say. You can't make me come out. As soon as they see me, they will all remember, I say, continuing my sentence. Love, if you don't get up, and I swear I hear Draco yell at me. And that made me scared. I had never in my life heard him so angry. It ran shivers down my spine. Fine, I whimper out. I open my door to see Hermione, Ron, Draco, and Luna, I say out loud. I didn't even notice till she was said. Yes, hello, Harry. She smiled. I can't help but smile back. Seeing Luna smile always made me happy. She was like my sister. I hanged out with her more than Ron and Hermione compared, but this year was complicated. I didn't even say one word to her anymore. Luna, I yelled. I smiled brighter and gave her a hug. I missed my sister, I say. Ron and Hermione look confused. I'm not your sister, Harry, she chuckled out. She hugged me back. You're like my sister, so you are my sister, I say, proud to be her brother. She was always so quiet, but she was amazing. She was sweet and kind. She had this smell to her. I don't know what it was, but it always made you feel welcome. Draco was getting jealous and pulled me over to him. He hugged me. He was so cute when he was jealous. Mine, he whispered. All yours, Luna said. She put her hands up and everyone laughed. Everyone started laughing. It was great. I agree that I would start eating and come back to school. We would all just hang out. Oh, I have to go, you guys. Hermione said. Same. It's getting late, Ron said. Okay, bye Ron, bye Hermione, Luna said as they walked out. Me and Draco waved bye, and they left. A few minutes later, Luna had to go too. Bye Harry, bye Draco, Luna said as she started leaving. Bye Luna, we should hang out tomorrow. At the lake, I say. Luna agrees and walks out. I don't think you should, Draco said angry. She's like my sister, calm down. It's like the relationship with you and Pans, I say, reassuring that everything was fine. Later that morning, I bought to buy my two favorite characters, Later that morning, brought to you by my two favorite characters, Bellatrix and Luna. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up to a loud knocking. It was Pansy. She acted like she was my mother. It was nice, I guess. "Harry James Potter, wake up, you're going to be late," she yelled. I woke up, and so did Draco. We cast a spell to help us get ready faster, and opened the door. "Pans, hey!" "I'm all ready," I said with a smile. "Better be," she said, giving me a glare. I will never forget. From that day forward, everything was great. Me and Draco were married and adopted a kid. Everything was fine, and it was forever, till the end. Okay, this was pretty cringy, but I mean, it's my first one, so first ones are always supposed to suck. Bye everyone.